Hello everyone, and welcome to Hyrule Warriors. This is the third time I have done Hyrule Warriors here on my channel. But this is the definitive edition for Switch. And this time I actually have somebody with me.
Hello, everyone. I am Card. If you follow Serene's channel for the past 2 years, you'll recognize me as being one of the people who plays D&D with her on occasion. Aside from this, you can also see me as Dimitri in Pool of Radiance. So plug.
Right. Yeah, that is what's going up. That's the D&D podcast is going up right now. So yeah, here we are. Hyrule Warriors, the definitive edition. I have played all the way through this. Did a lot actually, in even adventure mode. It's really fun. I feel weird because I do not need to have my microphone playing through my headset, so I feel like but the same nightmare keeps haunting me. An omen, perhaps of dark times ahead for Hyrule.
Yes. Once again, Hyrule is plagued by darkness.
Right? If that is indeed true, we must locate him.
The Hylia's chosen warrior reincarnated to protect her reincarnation. Except this time it's kind of Musou style. That's a dynasty word for those who don't know, because in Japan this was probably better known as okay, I don't Densetsu no Zelda Musou. And hey, there's our current incarnation of Link. And yes, meeting for the first time. Oh, hey, random guy, what's up? Oh, we're getting attacked again? Cool. Wait, not cool.
Right. One thing I do like about the definitive edition here is that it does include all of the stuff, even all the DLC and all the Hyrule Warriors Legends stuff. So
that's always good. That's always good. And, oh, hello, Forces of Darkness.
Yep.
Namely Volga and what's his name? I can never remember the other guy's name. Yeah, Wizrobe, right.
Because he's a Wizrobe, so he's Wizro, and then Volga is a Volvagia, just humanoid.
Yeah, well, or at least the same the same species of flame dragon. Not Volvagia in particular, but that's just getting into into other sort of into speculation territory.
Right, that gets into complicated who knows what's it's with this game.
Oh, yep. All we need to know is this. This is Hyrule Field. We've got enemy generals. Yep. Back to level 1. You go. So now you've got always the joy of starting from scratch. Then again, it's always fun to relearn everything.
Oh yeah. I just so in my what I refer to as my home file, because it's the file that I'm not using for recording the series. I have I know all this stuff. I have level 4 weapons, which are insane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, and here's our very standard slash voice for Link, Proxy.
Proxy, who are you?
Call me Link. I don't speak much.
Link, huh? Unusual name. What's it mean? Where are you from? Nice to learn.
Look.
That's okay. I come along and do the talking. Because Link doesn't talk in any game.
Yep. Unless the Let's Player decides to give him an internal monologue, which allow me to be like the inner monologue here for you. So okay, let's see. First day of the night, I'm already neck deep in trouble. Well, this could get worse. I mean, it's not like I'm having to face off against any of the enemy generals right off the bat. Who am I kidding? It's probably gonna happen to me. Still, I can hope for the best. It's not like I'm having to go up against a dragon on my first day out here. Oh boy, why do I have a bad feeling now?
Right.
Yep.
I've been watching.
And speaking of dragon.
Right. Here's Volga. No, I've been watching Nico B and his Ocarina of Time playthrough, and I love his like Link inner monologue stuff.
Yeah, it's like I'll admit I'm a big fan of Nico. I've been watching him for a while now, and heck, I think me and him missed one of our other players for D&D actually kind of introduced you to him.
Yeah, no, I hadn't even heard of him until you're I don't know which one of you it was that posted it in the chat, but it was like, hey, he's doing a blind run of Ocarina of Time. I'm like, blind run of Ocarina of Time? And I'm thinking like, okay, Ocarina of Time is how old of a game? Like, how is somebody playing this and not knowing, you know? But no, he legit just does not know nothing about the game. And it's kind of been awesome because I never had a first run of Ocarina of Time. You know?
Oh, before you get to that, ooh, yeah, Dragon Bitch slaps right there, and hello, Impa! Probably my second or third favorite version of Impa in this continuity.
Oh yeah, I really like their Impa in Hyrule Warriors here, so...
Yeah, mainly because she's she is badass. I mean, she wields that giant cleaver like it's nothing.
Right.
By the way, Drive Force of Courage just showed up, so you know, good thing we're getting that plot point out of the way.
Right. Yay, Volga has retreated.
But anyway, back on topic, like about how you never actually had a blind run of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. So, you know, it might sound weird to people. You know, I never had a first playthrough of Ocarina of Time, as I say it. But, like, for me, I think I've explained this once before on one of my playthroughs, probably Breath of the Wild. I mentioned it because I was talking about it. But for those who haven't heard, my first playthrough of Ocarina of Time was an unfortunate one. So when I played Ocarina of Time for the very first time, it was my brother had played Ocarina of Time. One of his friends had the game, and he really enjoyed the game. Well, we did have like an N64, but we didn't have Ocarina of Time itself. So he went out, and you know, this was when emulators was like just starting to show up. So you know, an N64 emulator was like a brand new thing. Yes, I know about Magic, thank you, game. So you know, my brother and I, we really didn't understand much about emulators to begin with. Well, he didn't know that there were like multiple Zelda games. So the first Zelda that he downloaded was Majora's Mask. He didn't care for it. I liked it. But then we went from Majora's Mask, and you know, he found Ocarina of Time, and we were going in and playing it and everything. And I don't know if the emulator had cheats pre-active, or if my brother had just been using the cheats or what. But I got on the emulator, and I'm like, oh, I'll play this, you know, Legend of Zelda, you know, the Ocarina of Time, you know. And so I hop on, and literally, oh yeah, now I can play as Zelda. Flip. So this is something I think is really cool. If you haven't played Legends Like you get characters and you can like switch between them, which is really cool.
Because it's always nice to it's actually nice to finally see Zelda come out, and kick some ass.
Right.
No offense to the other games. I mean, important in other games for various reasons, but I'm definitely one of those people that's like, okay, like Zelda's supposed to be this is supposed to have. It's supposed to be trained at least a little bit in combat, and she's supposed to have Triforce of Wisdom, magic, yada yada yada. So how hard is it to get a game where she's playable? And well, this is why Hyrule Warriors is definitely at least to me a good game. Now, Zelda's not my personal favorite character to play. We'll get to him later.
Oh yeah, we'll get to all the characters later. Especially if things keep working out the way that they have here, we'll definitely have a chance to record further. But that said, back to what I was saying. So like I said, I don't know if like my brother had cheats active or if cheats were just a normal aspect of the emulator back then. All I know is I got on Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the first time. And the first thing that I get, you get the cutscene with Navi and all that, and she comes and wakes you up and stuff. And they tell you, go visit the Deku Tree and all that. So I visit the Deku Tree and all that. I go through that first dungeon. And then, you go visit the Princess of Destiny, you get the Kokiri Emerald and stuff. Well, the cheat codes gave me all of the items. So I had the Goron Ruby, the Zora Sapphire, I had all of the medallions, everything. Straight from the very beginning of the game. Like, I didn't even have to do the Deku Tree. I had the ability to leave the forest, which you don't normally have. But, so I could have, but I didn't. Because I was just trying to play the game. And so here I go, I go out of, I leave the forest, and, when you have all 3 spiritual stones, the game plays the cutscene with Zelda, running past you, and she gives you the Ocarina of Time. And so that cutscene plays, instead of just going to Hyrule Hyrule Castle Town for the first time. Oh yeah, the gold sculpture. Crap, where was the gold sculpture on this level? It was right there, okay, never mind. That was easy enough to find.
Yes, gold sculptures. Started back at Ocarina of Time. Now that I think about it, I've always been a little bit of a pain in the arse. But anyway, going back to how Serene's first run through of Ocarina of Time was kind of cut tragically short.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm really cutting it short here because, I didn't do Dodongo's Caverns or Jabu Jabu's Belly, And fun fact about not doing, yes. Fun fact about not doing, what is it, the Dodongo's Caverns. If you don't get the Goron bracelet, when you try to do the Forest Temple, you actually cannot move the blocks. So, here I'm thinking, I go in, I get the Ocarina of Time, I go to the Temple of Time. Play the Song of Time, yada yada. Game takes me, I get the Master Sword, go into the future and everything. So, I don't realize, because this is my first playthrough, I don't realize that none of this is playing the way it's supposed to. And so I get, okay, they already captured it. So I go and I get the, actually, let's the link here. I get a hold of the Master Sword, and it sends you 7 years into the future. You get the big cutscene with Rauru and him talking and everything, telling you what's going on. Well, when you come back to the Temple of Time, you're supposed to be introduced to Sheik. You float down into the Temple of Time, and then you meet Sheik, and she tells you, hey, go off to the Forest Temple. You know, that's what would normally happen. But no. So I have all the medallions. So the game registers that I have all the medallions when I visit the Temple of Time as Adult Link. So instead of meeting Sheik for the first time, I get the, hey, Sheik is Zelda cutscene. And so now I'm like, okay, so Sheik is Zelda. I didn't even know who Sheik was to begin with, but okay. And, you know, then you get the cutscene with Ganondorf. You know, he's like, oh, you'll capture Zelda, come visit me in the keep and so on. I don't again, I'm starting to realize that something's not right here. But, you know, I don't know what exactly has gone wrong because I've never played this game before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm a little confused. Well, I walk around inside the Temple of Time, end up walking into where the Master Sword is. When you walk into the area where the Master Sword is, and the Sheik cutscene, the Sheik introduction cutscene has not played, it plays. And so now I get the cutscene of Sheik introducing himself. Now I'm really confused.
It's like, wait, what? But you were just, what?
So then, Sheik's like, okay, you know, go to the Forest Temple. So I go to the Forest Temple. Mind you, I have all equipment and all items, so I already have the hookshot. This means that I don't need to pick up the hookshot, so I don't go through the windmill, you know, through Kakariko Village and so on. I just go straight to the Forest Temple. I go into the Forest Temple, I'm stuck. I can't figure out what to do. Because I don't have the Goron bracelet.
You talk about it, and not to sound like one of those people that they'll try people for this thing, but this is why you don't emulate kids, or at least you make sure that the emulator doesn't have auto cheats.
Right. So I end up, you know, I'm going, okay, I don't know what to do. So I get a walkthrough. The walkthrough says, push the blocks. I can't push the blocks. No matter what I do, I cannot push the blocks. So I'm like, maybe I'm missing something. You know, the game did tell me to go to Ganon's Tower, but I don't think I'm supposed to do that yet. So then I just decide, you know what, whatever, I'll just go to Ganon's Tower. So I go to Ganon's Tower. I do all the rooms in Ganon's Tower. Mind you, it's really hard to get through Ganon's Tower when you don't know anything about the game mechanics. You don't know blue fire, so you don't know how to melt the ice. You know, you don't know I don't have the Goron tunic or the Zora tunic. You know.
Well, technically you do because of the cheats, but you don't know. But
no, the cheats gave me all of the medallions and all of the items. It did not give me equipment. So I don't have hover boots. I don't have iron boots. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize Impa was in trouble.
Oh,
Oops.
Well.
I got talking and was not paying attention.
Whoops.
That's what happens when I get talking. But no,
yeah.
I don't have the Goron tunic or the Zora tunic. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm really confused about what's going on here. And so I end up getting through there in the end by sheer brute force. I brute force my way through the whole the fire room. Where you have to wear the Goron tunic and use the hover boots. I just brute force my way through there. I've got the timer ticking down. I just brute force my way through there. I get all the way through. I got this. Beat all 6 of the areas, which is again really hard when you don't understand any of the game mechanics because you've only been playing now for 2 hours, and finally get through Ganon's Tower and everything, and get up there, fight Ganon and all that, and I'm like, okay, go up there, fight Ganondorf, fight Ganon, and I'm like, hey, that was a cool ending. And I'm like, okay, something definitely went wrong there. So I try loading up the game again. I try playing through it again. I try to figure out the forest temple, because, I don't realize that the Dodongo's caverns and stuff like that is a thing, because, again, auto-cheat's still a thing. And, so I ran through the Ocarina of Time maybe 3 or 4 times, and finally just gave up on it, because I could not figure out what to do, I couldn't figure out where to go, because, again, it didn't help that I had all of the quest items and all of the regular items, but I didn't have any of the equipment. So it was really, really confusing for me. And so my first actual playthrough, where I got a chance to actually play through Ocarina of Time, was me sitting down with a friend of mine, and we were playing on his GameCube. And this was during my I always follow walkthrough phase. And I still hate myself for I don't hate myself, but like I still am upset with myself to this day about the fact that like there was a maybe 2-year period where I just stopped playing games unless I had a strategy guide. And literally would follow the strategy guide through the entire game. So I wouldn't find anything, I wouldn't discover anything, I wouldn't learn anything myself, stuff like that. And so, again, even then on my first true playthrough, I still don't get a first playthrough where I have to learn and discover. Because, okay, I did this, now what's the next thing on this, what does the guide tell me is the next thing, and, so on and so forth. So I literally never got that first playthrough where you wander around and you discover and you learn and you try to figure things out yourself. And I don't know if that's one reason why I'm so... I don't hate Ocarina of Time. I like Ocarina of Time. It's a good game. I just have such a disinterest in it compared to anybody else. Everybody else always has these fond memories of playing Ocarina of Time for the first time and, it being their first Zelda game or their first 3D Zelda game or, but I have no fond memories of any of my first run-throughs of Ocarina of Time because of how things happened in my first couple of, runs.
Okay.
So I have no nostalgia for the game.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Now if I may say something here, just so that you can concentrate on the actual game.
Right.
Oh boy.
Imba's like almost dead over here, so good thing I was like, I better actually look into like saving her, finding out what's going on and why she was dying, and she was already almost dead. So I almost got nothing to be there.
Okay, so that's our lovely host's Tale of Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Now for me, Ocarina of Time, yes, it was the first Zelda game I played, but I wouldn't consider it like the one I have the most fond memories of from my youth, because partially because it's kind of been talked about to death, and I'm just like, yeah, it was good, but, looking back, I kind of preferred Majora's Mask, and, some people would look at me like, wait, you like the sequel instead of Ocarina of Time? Like, yeah, I'm...
A lot.
Yeah, it's like, the time limit could be a little bit irritating, but, you always have the chance to reset.
Right.
Plus, I really enjoyed all the different stories from of all the the side quests, all that, getting all the masks, and I kind of enjoyed how it's more of a here's these different four different sets of biomes that you have to go through, and guess what? You get to actually be the races from said biomes. I mean,
right.
It's kind of.
Sorry, seeing
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, like, and admittedly, it was because of Majora's Mask that I had such a fondness for the Gorons, because Goron Link, to me, Goron Link is best Link.
Goron Link was pretty awesome. Yeah. No.
Yep.
No. For me, and here's the thing. Okay. Like my first Zelda game was not Ocarina of Time. It wasn't even Majora's Mask. My first Zelda game, I didn't even know was a Zelda game when I played it, because I didn't know what Zelda was. My brother actually had just come home one day with a Game Boy, a black Game Boy cartridge. And he was like, oh yeah, this game it's Link's Awakening, And I was like, okay, So it wasn't The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. It was Link's Awakening, I didn't understand at that time the idea of like the main title and the subtitle, And he called it Link's Awakening, and that was the prominent thing on the screen, so I just thought it was Link's Awakening. I didn't understand the whole Legend of Zelda thing, I didn't even know that Legend of Zelda was a series anyway. I had never played any of the other Zelda games before it. I didn't have an NES. I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I grew up with the Sega Genesis, sadly to say.
Yeah, depends on who you ask. I mean, it really depends on what game genres you like. Because it kind of evens out, because Sega was better at some games, Nintendo was better at others. Yeah. That old console wars has been dead and gone for a while. But regardless.
Yeah. No, like for me, I did admittedly, I did grow up with the Sega Genesis, but. I can't say that I grew up with the Sega Genesis, because I technically did grow up with the Super Nintendo games. My sister had a fiance at the time. He had a Super Nintendo. And he brought it over quite often. In fact, there was one point where he had just brought it over, and for months, my brother and I had it. And I have very fond memories of being like 9, 10 years old, playing Super Mario Kart and Super Mario World. But he did not have Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. So I never played it on the Super Nintendo when we did have it. And after the two of them broke up, my mom didn't know the whole console differences and stuff. And so she got a Sega Genesis, which was fine. I loved playing Sonic, which was all we had for it, because we never bought any games for it. We literally had Sonic 1, 2, and 3. And
Knuckles.
Really it. No, we didn't have Knuckles.
Sorry, I just wanted to get that gag in.
Right. But no, we had Sonic 1, we had Sonic Classic, which was Sonic 1, 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And then my brother went out and bought Sonic 3. But we didn't know about the whole and Knuckles connection and stuff like that, so we never got, Sonic and Knuckles.
Yep. I hate to sidetrack this, but hello, Great Fairy. Okay, scale. The scale. I'll say this much. Not the best looking Great Fairy, but at the same time, not the most. Oh dear God, this is horrifying.
Not the best looking, but not as horrifying as she was in the original Ocarina of Time.
Seriously, that was scary.
Right. Her design is based off of the Ocarina of Time one, but it is not the Ocarina of Time one at all. And
yeah.
I kind of like that. If that had been the design of the Ocarina of Time one, God. Sorry, just random hiccup. If that had been the Ocarina of Time 3D one, that would have been awesome. But even Ocarina of Time 3D didn't have one that looked that good.
I'm guessing to kind of long story short with you, never really had the different Zeldas. Didn't know that was Zelda until later, and well, your first real play through Ocarina of Time was kind of So, and speaking of Ocarina time, hey King Dongo, it's been a while since we've seen you. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Ah, gates open. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Now it's open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah.
So, for the viewers, card is on a 2-second delay.
Yeah.
Because my capture card, for some reason, my capture card has a 2-second delay, and so he's having to watch from the capture card. So he has a 2-second delay.
Yep.
He actually sees.
Hence why there'll be times I'll interrupt because like, oh hey, like this is now happening. because I'll admit I can be very opinionated on some stuff.
I should have waited on the focus spirit.
Yep.
I'm so
Okay.
used to being way stronger that I forgot that like the weak point smash and stuff are. Hey, cool. Never mind. I can get another weak point right now. Wham! There's the weak point.
But just for me personally, when it comes to King Dodongo, I kind of like this design for him. No offense to the Ocarina of Time design, because that's clearly what they're inspiring this from, with how you need to beat him with tossing the bombs into his mouth, but that's always how you beat the Dongos. But it's like, okay, like he's like the gold, like the large horns that kind of look like a crown. Yeah, this is a good design.
Oh yeah, I really like the design of King Dodongo in this game. I like the design of all the bosses in this game.
Yeah, it's like Koei Tecmo, good job on the character design in this game. I know sometimes you get flack because of your designs for other games. You guys know what I'm talking about. But this time around, very good. Oh yeah, by the way, Zelda's missing.
Zelda's missing. Yep. So this is gonna. Unfortunately, Hyrule Warriors is going to be long episodes. So, because each level is like half an hour long, and then there's like cutscenes in there. So
but they again, various storytelling and plus, it's various storytelling from us. Plus, a bit of opinionated pieces. And trust me, when it comes to later stuff, I am going to, because I have played a little bit of this, never finished it because I never actually had a copy. My friend did. Yada. Not important.
Right.
But I will say this. I will get into. I do have opinions on certain characters, both in this game, the representation in this game, and from the original source material. There's one level I'm not looking forward to because I'll talk about that when we get to him, because But anyway, right now going over the whole history for people who don't know, yada, various reincarnations, seal evil, blah blah blah, Triforce, yada.
Yeah, pretty much. Splitting Ganondorf's soul into 4. That's interesting actually that they.
They're like, okay. They're like, okay, this time to keep him from resurrecting, let's divide his soul into 4 parts, then hide each part away. That way we don't have to deal with this.
Right.
Yeah. So very smart. Hyrule, this is Hyrule, your royalty. Very nice job. Splitting them up. Unfortunately, as we see, not like there's going to be a wrinkle in this, but hey, forward thinking.
Wow, it's so weird seeing just nothing but knight swords there. I'm so used to just getting all kinds of random drops from this, because I play in the later on games. Air the Wild Tunic!
Well, we won't get. I won't get into it here, but since right now all we have is Link, because first stage is over, yada.
Right.
What's like, what's your personal favorite weapon from, like, for Link?
Well, you know what? I'll answer that in the next episode, because since this stage is done, we'll go ahead and cut the episode here. And in the next one, we'll come back to, well, to do the bazaar, because it's forcing me through the tutorial, and to step into the Elden Caves. So I do hope you all have enjoyed so far. If you have, please feel free to subscribe. And we will see you all in the next episode.
Ciao!
See you later.